warming up, and we're going to be warming up very quickly today because we do have a lot of these 80s already on the board, a little bit warmer as you head inland. So as we get you through the day today, we're going to be looking at these temperatures rising up. We'll get into the mid-afternoon. Most of us will be about the mid-80s today, some of us in the upper 80s as we move into the afternoon. But again, a lot of sunshine for us. So what we're going to be expecting as we head through the rest of this forecast and the rest of the week is we have plenty of sunshine in store for us. We do have that summer heat that is building, and that is going to be returning as we move into the rest of the week. Could we break some temperature records? That is possible. Places like Vero Beach, you could be breaking some records by Saturday. Futurecast and radar. We just have a very light onshore flow today. We'll see these clouds move in and out a little bit. We'll have plenty of sunshine today, but mostly high wispy clouds in the atmosphere. So nothing in terms of rain for us. Good beach forecast, however. So if you want to get out and enjoy the sunshine, definitely try to make a beach day out of this. As well as boating, you want to get out on the water. It is definitely improving at this point. So we do have a bit of a light chop currently. So for today, you can just expect mostly sunny skies. It will be nice and warm for us. Temperatures mid-80s as you move inland, a little bit warmer in those upper 80s, keeping the winds out of the east today. Treasure Coast tomorrow, you're looking at those low 90s. Same thing for you, Palm Beaches. So a lot of sunshine, humidity will be with us. That's because of this high pressure system that's tracking towards us, that's driving those temperatures up into the 90s. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast. After we get past today, we do see the 90s return for us. So we're looking at those low 90s for Thursday and Friday. Humidity is going to be a little sticky and steamy out there, so be aware of that. By the time we move into Saturday, 92 degrees, and by Sunday we'll start to see a slight rain chance, about 20%. Highs in the low 90s. By Monday, some showers may return.
I'm Forrest Saunders, standing in front of the historic Capitol here in Tallahassee, Florida, where this area just a few minutes ago was full of teachers and advocates, union members, all calling for one thing: better funding of the state's public education system. And that's not all. They've also got a lawsuit. It was a familiar sight Tuesday.
We need to have strong public schools, and we need them funded.
For what educators and allies say is an all too familiar problem: poor average teacher pay in Florida.
When you see that we're ranked 50th for the third year in a row, you know exactly what the priorities of the state are. And it's not our public education.
This group rallied in Tallahassee seeking more public school funding as lawmakers return next week to finish the next state budget.
We can't provide. Teachers are leaving. Teachers, support staff, everybody's leaving this career.
But that's not all.
This lawsuit is a last resort.
The Florida Education Association and several families filed a new lawsuit against the state. It claims Florida is breaking its constitutional promise to fully support public schools by sending billions of taxpayer dollars to voucher and charter programs. Schools that don't follow the same rules as traditional public facilities.
We want the courts to direct the legislature to enact provisions that ensure that no matter where a student is getting an education, that there is transparency, that there is fairness, that there is a uniform basic set of standards.
It all comes as Governor Ron DeSantis defends his education record. He argued Friday that Florida has put historic money into teachers' starting salary increases and that new legislation will get raises to teachers faster by preventing what he called, quote, partisan teacher unions from slowing the process.
What some of these school unions were doing, even though the money's available July 1st when the fiscal year starts, they were withholding that in negotiations.
Beyond new financial rules, the law also raises requirements for unions to recertify. It's been denounced as a union buster by impacted public sector employees, but the administration sees just the opposite.
These bills are empowering educators, they are supporting families, and they're ensuring that every student in this state has access to high-quality education.
The new laws take effect in July. The lawsuit just getting started. Florida finds out what happens next in the coming weeks when lawmakers return. Let's talk about that budget special session. It is scheduled to start next week and run potentially through Memorial Day weekend, with lawmakers expected to take a final vote on the budget sometime after that. Remember, they got to have that 72-hour cool-off period. And so now is the time to make an impact or an impression on some of these lawmakers before they take that final vote and send their budget off to Governor Ron DeSantis. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.
I'm Tyler Hatfield, your Treasure Coast reporter, and we're hearing concerns about teachers' pay and retention in our viewing area. But I'm learning how Indian River County is trying to separate from the pack. The starting salary for a teacher here is around $49,000, less than the nationwide average, according to the National Education Association. But Superintendent David Moore says they cut $7 million from their district office and consolidated schools over the past few years to help pay teachers more. The school district also has high retention, with only 20 to 25 teaching openings for next school year. To keep instructors, Moore tells me they offer low student-faculty ratios and mentorships for new teachers. Stephen Adams, a chemistry teacher at Sebastian River High, tells me that mentorship is why he's still here.
That is what helped retain me for the 14 years. If I had not had that, I don't think I would have stayed.
Superintendent Moore tells me they also try to recruit locally to keep retention high. While the starting salary is lower compared to Palm Beach County, home prices and cost of living are less.
I'm investigative reporter Kate Hussey, listening to frustration after the last-minute collapse of a bill citizens insurance policyholders say would have made their claims process more fair. That proposal came after months of backlash over the state-run insurer's controversial arbitration process. It began with this clause added to citizens insurance policies, forcing claim disputes before a single judge paid by citizens. Our investigation found Citizens is paying judges up to $250,000 a year. Our analysis of a year of cases found Citizens won 99% of them. Emails show lawmakers questioned whether it's constitutional, while homeowners say they're left in limbo, realizing their denied Milton claims are decided by a judge paid by the same insurer that denied them.
How are they even able to just pay the judge? I'm just confused. Like, is that illegal?
We can't win. How are you supposed to win?
Judges and attorneys questioned the fairness.
I don't think it's constitutional at all.
Then lawmakers drafted a bill to make arbitration optional.
The optics are not good. So this is what we're trying to fix.
But it died, and now attorneys say the odds are even more stacked.
It seems like there's been an attitude adjustment.
Attorney John Tolley says his clients, after realizing their chances, are trying to back out. If they lose, they could have to pay Citizens attorney's fees.
A lot of the orders that I've seen have been $50,000 in attorney's fees. Most of the time, you can withdraw a claim.
But now Tolley says Citizens isn't letting homeowners walk away.
There's literally no precedent for it whatsoever.
In this case, Tolley is representing his client filed to dismiss her claim and withdraw her intent to litigate. But the same day, a judge denied it, saying the arbitration agreement was irrevocable and can't be dismissed. Even though in this press release, Citizens says the point of arbitration is to resolve disputes much faster and save both sides considerable attorney's fees and costs.
So the fact that they won't let a homeowner pull out is insane because they're spending even more money going to that final hearing.
Citizens has no authority to force my client to pursue an insurance claim.
At this April 30th hearing, Tolley's law partner pushed back, while Citizens asked the judge to proceed with arbitration and deny the homeowner any money. The judge agreed.
Therefore, I am going to enter an arbitration award in the amount of $0.
Now Tolley's client might have to pay Citizens back.
So it's really putting a gun to the homeowner's head.
Citizens continues to defend arbitration as fair and transparent, pointing to multiple judges who have ruled it constitutional. While in that hearing, Citizens attorneys argue a withdrawal filed days before a hearing is improper and too late. Kate Hussey, WPTV News.
We're going to be starting to see a lot of sunshine as we move in the day today. We're taking a look outside. You can kind of see some of these high wispy clouds just higher up in the atmosphere, but nothing close to the surface. So we're going to start to have this new weather pattern take over as we move into the rest of today and the rest of the week. Currently, we're 83 degrees outside. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 8 miles an hour. So temperatures along the Treasure Coast, we're sitting, most of us sitting in the 80s now. A few few of us warming up a bit. We're looking at warmer temperatures as we move inland. And so as we move through the day today, we're going to be seeing those temperatures top out in those upper 80s for the high. Now, by the time we get into the evening hours, we do cool off as we head into the overnight hours. So what you can expect out of this forecast, we're going to have plenty of sunshine as we move through the rest of the weekend into the weekend. We do have that summer-like heat that will be returning to the area. And could we break some records out of this? It's a possibility that maybe places like Vero Beach, you might break a record by Saturday. Well, if you're heading out to the beach, this might be a good time to do that. Water temperature 79 degrees. We do have those low rip currents right now. So, and boating forecast, this is improving for us. This has been a little rough the last couple of days, but now we're just looking at some light chop. So here's what you can expect for the rest of the day today. Mostly sunny and warm outside with a couple of these little clouds passing here and there pretty high in the atmosphere. Temperature-wise, we'll be cooler along the coastline. We'll warm up as we head further inland. We'll keep the winds out of the east today. Overnight lows, Treasure Coast, you'll be in those upper 60s tonight. Palm Beaches, you'll be in the low 70s. We'll keep some of those clouds with us tonight. For tomorrow, this is where we start to heat up. So Treasure Coast, you're going to be in the low 90s. Palm Beaches, same thing for you, low 90s. We're going to have a lot of sunshine here, a little bit steamy as we move into the next couple of days. Here's a look at that setup, that high pressure system. That is what's controlling our weather for the next couple of days. Front never really makes it down to us. And so we have this driving jet stream, this high pressure, and that brings the heat into the area. So as we're looking at this 7-day forecast, by the time we get into Thursday, we're looking at 91 degrees, lots of sunshine for this. So again, maybe take a beach day or head out to the pool by Friday, 91 degrees.